In this video I am going to show you how to use our Firebase authentication authorization deployment using CI/CD. So let's get started. First open Visual Studio and open folder where you want to create a project, for example demo project 1 I have selected. So you can do the same. Now create the Angular project. Hope you have already installed Angular CLI on your machine. Once so select routing equal to yes, select CSS. So wait for the installation, it might take a long time. You can skip forward this video a little bit. So the project has been created. Now open the project in Visual Studio. So project demo 1 is created. Select the project and press Control left side one tick character, so it will open the terminal and type ng space s dash open, so that you can test whether you have created the project successfully and without error or not. So let's run the project once. As you can see, we have successfully created our project. Now if you don't have a GitHub account, you can create one by visiting github.com. Now once you created the GitHub project, do the following part, like make sure this change in folder option you have selected show hidden files as well as unchecked hide non-file extensions, and this is optional, you don't need to do. Then here you can first make a first commit to your GitHub repository. You can use other tool as well, but here I have used Visual Studio inbuilt GitHub extension, so I can directly push from Visual Studio. So as you can see, the code has been pushed to GitHub. under demo1 project. It should be your username and slash demo1. For my case it is bmldas132 slash demo1. The project has been successfully created. Now go to your Firebase console. If you don't have any Google account, you need to create a Google account and then go to, you need to register into Firebase console, and there you need to create a new project. I'll name it demo1 and enable analytics. For now I have turned off. Wait for some times till it create the project. The project has been created successfully. Stop the debugger and then install Firebase tool globally so that you can do CI/CD implementation with Firebase. Wait for some time until it install the project. It might take 1 to 5 minutes depending upon your internet connection. The Firebase tool has been installed successfully. Now we need to log in using Firebase. So run the command Firebase space login. Once you hit enter, it will open a browser window to log in with Firebase. Select your Firebase account, Google account, and then allow it. It has been successfully logged in to your account, and then run Firebase init to create required files. Are you want to proceed? Yes. And then press arrow key to and then press enter to select any particular item. I mean, you need to press space to select an item, and you need to enter to proceed. And use existing project because you have already created a project. Select demo1. Do you want to public directory? Public directory nothing but when you build your Angular project, in which directory that generated JS file has been created. Select dist/demo for Angular and single page app. Yes. Set up automatic GitHub deployment. For now we will not do that, but after that we will do. Press no. So it has been created. So as you can see, we got two Firebase file. Now ng build, so that it will create the build files under dist folder, and let's deploy the Firebase project using Firebase space deploy. Once it completes, the Firebase project has been deployed successfully. Now go to your hosting tab in your Firebase console. You will find there are two URL. Open any URL and you will see your project has been running onto Firebase. So we have done deploying our project using Firebase CI, I mean Firebase framework. Now we will proceed to implement CI/CD pipeline. For that we need to run Firebase init command again. Yes, press yes. This time we will select hosting setup with GitHub Action deploys. Press space and then enter to select an item. As we already logged in, it will not ask to log in again. Now here it is asking your project path. It should be your username /demo1. Set up script deploy before every deploy. Yes, we want to deploy every deploy. Now for Angular we will use npm run build. Automatic. Yes, we need to we want to deploy to Firebase when a merge request has been accepted. You can press yes and hit enter. We created our project into master, so I will type master and hit enter. As you can see, we have created two YAML file for CI/CD pipeline implementation. Now if you push these two YAML file directly to GitHub, it won't deploy automatically to Firebase, because this YAML file are not complete. So we will modify a little bit this two YAML file to since we are not using npm install command onto this YAML file, it won't deploy our project. So we will correct them by inserting this command text above run build. We'll add this line into another next file as well, and press save all. Now push these two files into GitHub. Once we push these two files into GitHub, GitHub will detect the changes onto the project, and these two file will action will be running under GitHub project actions. So let's do that. So as you can see, there is one action is running automatically. Go to action tabs. As you can see, CI/CD action is running. So it is running Firebase hosting merge.yaml file, and all the commands we have written under the YAML files. Now it is installing the file, installing this all the required npm packages onto the server. This will take a lot of time, like 5 to 10 minutes. So bear with me. You can skip 1 or 2 minutes from here. So now it is running. Now it is deploying to Firebase using that package action hosting deploy. You see there is a users action hosting deploy version v0. Using that package it is deploying to Firebase. Started deploying. So it's deployed the project. So you can go to that project link, and if you refresh that, you will see that project has been running using CI/CD pipeline. So now I am showing you how we will authenticate our users. So first you will go to authenticate and add email authentication, as you can see before. Next you need to do ng add at angular/fire. You need to proceed that. So sign in method you need to add, okay, before proceeding any further. So uncheck that ng deploy host/hosting, since we already done that part. Select the authentication and press enter. Log in with your existing account and then select demo1 project. Create a new app, since we have not created any app, and name it demo app. So we have created the app under Firebase. If you face any error, then just delete package log.json and rerun the commands again. And now we will create Firebase service. So enter this command nggs, s for service, Firebase. It will create firebase.service.ts file under source folder. Now import the required file, import the required class into our service. Here we are importing auth and for login and sign in provider and sign out providers, and we have injected auth into our constructor. Now create two methods, sign up and sign in. I mean 4 method, sign out and get logged in user ID. Sign up, you see that it is calling that inbuilt create user with email and password, and it is calling inbuilt function, and we are making this async calls. Sign out, same, we will call, and get logged in user ID if user has already been logged in. Now modify app.model.ts file to include form form module, so that we can use ng model into our component files, and include our service as a provider. Import the path. Now go to your app component file and import this Firebase service onto that component. Correct the path. Firebase.service. Now create a constructor, model, and logged in user variable. Model will hold the field values for sign in and sign up. Logged in user you will hold whether user is logged in or not. Constructor we have injected our service into constructor. Now add this method, sign in sign up. We will call this service from this method. We have created sign up. It will call the service Firebase service sign up, sign in and sign out methods, and it will get the logged in user from the service. Once you have done this, go to app component file and then add this HTML text. This is nothing but actually creating the form for the component. We have ng model sign up dot email for register and password, and a button for sign up. Same goes to with login, email, password and sign in button. For sign out, we have a single button, sign out. To get the logged in user, we are calling get logged in user method. If you are logged in, it will display as we are logged in as email. Now test our application. Run ng serve. Use the email test@gmail.com. Password is 123456. We have successfully signed up. Now click on get logged in user. As you can see, we logged in as test@gmail.com. We clicked on log out. We have logged out. We click on get logged in user. we are seeing we are not logged in, and log in now with the same user. Hit sign in. We have signed in successfully. Click on get logged in user. As you can see, we are logged in. Now sign out. We are signed out. So our authentications are working perfectly. Now push the changes to GitHub so that it will deploy the project automatically to our Firebase. By the way, if you want to see where it's actually pushed, you need to go to Firebase hosting tab. So run the angular/fire again. Install the packages. Select this time authentication and Firestore, since we will implement Firestore in this section. Once we selected these two items, hit enter. It will take some time. Select your existing account, use demo1 project, select the demo app since we have already created before. Go to Firestore database, create new database, start in production. For now, we will modify later. By the way, if you want to check where you are hosting your files, go to hosting tabs and you will see two URLs there, and click click on to the links to see your projects. Okay. Now edit the roles. We will set true for this time. For demo purpose, you can set anything. Paste the required HTML. We will demoing like creating a new employee user. So here are the HTMLs to create a new employee, and below to get list of employees from Firestore. Once we have done, go to app.component and add the new employee model. List of employees. This variable will hold the values, and copy these two methods, add employee and get employees. This will call Firebase, so Firebase service, so we will add the same in Firebase service as well. Import this namespace from Firestore. Add Firestore namespace into constructor. This will inject the dependencies. Add two method, async add and get all employees. As you can see, it is calling the Firestore. Here employees is the collection name. This will return the snapshot, and we are inserting into a new collection array. Okay, and then we are returning. Now press save all. Now test our project into localhost. You can push and test into server as well. Create employee. We have created one employee. Now click on get employees. As you can see, we fetch the employee, create another employee. So our employees Firestore is working properly. Next we will show push the all changes to Firestore, GitHub. It will deploy the project automatically to Firestore. Now this time we will use cloud storage. Run the same command again. Again and again. You can do at a time, but so select all three: authentication, Firestore as well as cloud storage. Hit enter. Select your logged in user. Press demo app. Yes. Copy the HTMLs. We'll upload an image file to Firestore storage. Okay. So we are first uploading and we are displaying it below. Insert the model. This will hold all the images retrieved. File change. This will handle the input file. Once someone selects any file, it will handle the selected file. This will upload. First it will read using file reader. We have the onload method, and then get image to list all the images. Event.target.files. This will select. This means the selected files. File reader. It will open the file reader and onload. It will load as soon as the read as text has been executed. It is asynchronous method. Import the record namespace. Create the storage instance. Now upload this file to employee folder and with the file name. This will read all the files under employee folder, file rep.items means the immediate files. ngserve, select a file, press upload, boom, some error has been found. Since we have not changed the rules, it is not allowing us to upload any file. So go to your project and then storage, and under the rules you update the rules to true. Okay, allow read write if true, otherwise it won't allow. Wait for some times till it get fixed. Okay, now select another file, press upload, boom, upload image successfully. As you can see, we have created employees folder, and under that employee folder we can see 2 files uploaded. Commit the changes. Now you can browse our project. The last build has still been deploying, so we are not seeing that changes. Now we got the changes here. So last thing I want to show you is that we can customize the roles. Since it is public, we can make, for example, I don't want to read any other user onto my database, so we can add one function is account owner. Only this owner can, only if this returns true, then only they can read. Okay, so only bmlds132@gmail.com user can read the files from the database. No other user will be able to do that. Since we are not logged in, we are not seeing any data. It is giving error when we press employee list, get employees button. But we will logged in as different user, test@gmail.com, and we sign in and then hit get employees. Since this user doesn't have the access to this project and get in Firestore, so they will not able to see the data. Now I will register this user, and this user will be able to see all the data because I have created that logic onto my Firestore account. Okay, and you can do other authentication as well. You can check whether user is logged in or not, or you can test your Firestore rules under this rules tab. You need to give the full path. You can copy the path from that home button and slash. Okay, now one last thing, sometimes when our project size get bigger and bigger, uh, Visual Studio project creates some restriction with what you call the billing restriction. Like if the project size is larger, then CI/CD was throwing some error. So budget to fix that error. If your project is going larger and larger, so you can change the maximum warning and maximum error limit, so that it never throws the error. You can choose 5 MB for warning and 10 or 20 MB for error. So you are allowing maximum 20 MB of project. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much.